Yeah, I happen to have this. I've had this game for years on CD, and it installed really well on Windows 10 here. But in order for me to play it, I had to download a no CD for it. And I'm not buying a whole new copy of it from Steam. So
the year is 329 BC. Italy. Warring city-states vie for power and superiority over their neighbors. The Senate and people of Rome control the Latin states, but enemies surround them. The Republic stands at a crossroads in history.
Romans, senators, friends. Latium is firmly under the rule of the Senate and people of Rome. The Latin people are now one. Not since noble Brutus drove out the last king have we known such a glorious day. But now, my friends, in this hour of glory, we must be on our guard. To the south, treacherous Greeks and Samnites block our trade. Tarquinii groans beneath the tyrant's heel. That tyrant threatens Rome. Will we abandon Tarquinii? And now barbarians raid from the north, burning and pillaging Roman lands. Shall we let danger fester and grow? Or will we act as Romans, with courage and dignity? Remember, we are the sons of Mars. As Senate leader, I call upon tribunes Gaius Julius and Decius Brutus to smash the Gauls and relieve Tarquinii. All those in favor say aye.
I am Victoria, your advisor. I will be your guide through the world of Rome Total War. Follow my instructions and you will learn everything you need to know. To continue, left-click the Dismiss button on this panel or my port. This is the area around Rome. Parts of the map are shrouded in darkness. As you move your armies further afield, cities, armies, and the lay of the land are revealed to you. Follow my instructions and you will learn everything you need to. This is the area around Rome. Parts of the map you have not yet explored are shrouded in darkness. As you move your armies further afield, cities, armies, and the lay of the land are revealed to you. This is Rome. You play the Julii, one of Rome's great families. At this stage, this is your only army, and you own no cities. Your mission is to assist the Senate in extending the power of Rome. Later, much later, you may have ambitions to take control from the Senate and become emperor. An army of Gauls is approaching from the north, and the Senate have sent an army under Captain Decius to intercept them. He has requested your assistance. Normally, each faction makes its moves in turn, but I'll move your army for you to get us to the battle. Battle is about to commence. Get ready to defend Rome from the barbarian horde.
Ave, General. I am Marcus, trusted centurion and military advisor to your family. I will watch your actions on the battlefield and show you how to command magnificent armies and crush your enemies for the glory of Rome. Now, let's take a look at the battlefield. As you enter a battlefield, your view starts by facing to the north with armies deploying according to the locations they occupied on the campaign map. Your army joined the battle from east of the river, so it starts here. The Senate army joined battle from the southwest of the bridge, so it starts here. The invading Gaul army started in the northwest, so it starts here. The Gauls are beginning an attack. Let's take a closer look at the action. This is the acting commander of the Senate's legions, Captain Decius. He's a junior member of the Senate's faction.
Units, forward!
Remember, the strength of a Roman army lies in its disciplined legions. They are the envy of the civilized world. Barbarian armies rely on brute force, strength of will, and an all-out charge to batter their enemies into submission. Once broken, they are easily crushed. The Senate has promised a reward to the soldiers who bring them the head of the Gaulish warlord, Dumnorix. It looks like neither army has summoned the will to engage just yet. Skirmishing could go on for a while. This is a good chance to show you how easy it is to command armies like these. This is your general, Gaius Julius. Your faction leader on the campaign map and commander in the field. He is the most important unit. His wisdom and courage give both strength and morale to the soldiers around him. Use him wisely and victory is certain. You can rotate your camera view by pushing your mouse cursor to the edges of the screen, or hold down left-click on the ground and use your left or right cursor keys to rotate around the cursor. Your cursor keys move the camera left, right, forwards and backwards. Try this now. That was the basics of camera movement. Tips for the future. You can use the mouse wheel or asterisk and / to change the camera angle. The middle mouse button zooms you in and out of the action. Use plus and minus to change the camera view. To continue, left-click on the advisor. To select your general's cavalry unit, left-click on the unit card or left-click on the actual unit. If you can't see your unit, when you're ready, right-click on the area of the battlefield indicated. You may need to use your camera controls to view the indicated area. Right-click on a destination to make the unit move there. Double left-click on the unit card indicated. These triarii, you'll see that the camera pans directly to a unit if you double left-click on it. If you use a single left-click, it will select the unit card, but not change your view. Our maneuvering has attracted the attention of the enemy cavalry, and they're coming this way. Archers are vulnerable to cavalry attacks. Protect them by moving your triarii spearmen in front of them. To be safe, use double right-click to charge your triarii to the indicated point. A useful tip. Double right-click can also be used to make your troops charge the enemy. The triarii units...
Move quickly! Move! Triarii! Forward! Triarii! Waiting for unleash! Charge!
Make sure you don't let your troops chase fleeing enemy units unless all enemy units on the battlefield are routing. It will just tire your troops and leave your other forces vulnerable. Use the halt button to stop a unit.
Triarii! Halt! General! Forward!
The enemy are now sending archers against us. Select your archers by left-clicking on them or their unit card. Now, right-click to attack the indicated enemy archer unit. Make sure you don't march your own archers into any hand-to-hand fighting. Archers default to skirmish mode and make poor hand-to-hand soldiers. Now select your general's cavalry unit and then double right-click on the enemy archers to cut them down. Always remember, you have nearly finished dealing with these barbarians. When they run away, get ready to cross the bridge and attack the left wing of the enemy army. Don't bother chasing the routing units as it will tire your troops. You can use the halt button to stop a unit.
Units! Hurry! Hurry!
Multiple units, it can be a good idea to select them all at once when giving them orders. Units acting together can be more effective than on their own. Use Ctrl-A to select all your units. You can use the return key to deselect units.
General! Triarii!
Another method of unit selection is to left-click on the terrain near a unit, drag the selection box around a group of your units, the game is now paused. You can do this at any time during a battle by clicking on the pause button or by pressing P on your keyboard. While paused, you can still move the camera and give units your orders. You can use the game speed buttons next to the pause button if there is a lull in the fighting or you want to speed up a battle you are winning. Don't use them in this battle or you will miss important information. Remember, to continue, you must left-click on the play button. The barbarians have noticed that we are moving to the bridge. Guard this end with your. Now that you're ready to attack the enemy, move your triarii spearman to the left flank of the enemy. Use your archers and general as close support.
Move! Archers! Move! Triarii! Triarii! General! Ready, fire!
Now get across that river and kill the remaining enemy. Crossing a bridge in battle, it is best for units to cross as fast as they can. Troops can be vulnerable to enemy attack during a crossing. When moving troops around... The barbarians have started a full-scale attack. Hurry!
Attack! Triarii! Forward! General!
slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack. The gods have favored you. The enemy are destroyed. Your victory is complete.
Victory!
Now you've learnt the basics of the battlefield, I'm going to show you how to play on the campaign map. Battles last just a day, but building an empire takes time. On the campaign map, time is divided into turns, each lasting 6 months. If you look at your army, you will see that the Senate has rewarded you with some military units. These will go some way to helping you expand your power. You have also received a special payment to help pay for the campaign you have just fought. Double-clicking on most things opens up a scroll with more details. The first time you see any scroll, I'll tell you what it's all about, but if you forget, you can always click on the question mark in the top right of a scroll. Don't do this now, as I have some more important things to tell you. It's time to get moving. Select the army indicated by using... You have selected your army. You'll notice that as soon as you do this, the panel at the bottom of the screen fills with unit cards. Your general, Gaius Julius, gets a card of his own for him and his bodyguard. Use right-click to move all your units to the edge of the green movement area. Try moving where the arrow is pointing. The edge of the green area is the furthest point you can move to from your current position in one turn. Selecting an area beyond this will require more than one turn of movement. Remember, when moving your armies around the map, it is best to do so in force. Moving your forces around in very small armies or as individual units leaves them very vulnerable to attack. Keep your units grouped together. The panel at the bottom of the screen gives details on whatever you have selected and has buttons that bring up a variety of scrolls. You may also have noticed that when you hold the mouse pointer over things, a handy tooltip pops up telling you what it is. You can look at these later by yourself in more detail, but for now, I'll explain what each button does. This is your overview of the world. It allows you to see territories owned by factions you have contact with at a glance. It also shows your own territories. At present there is little to show, but I'm confident it will get busy later on. This displays your currently selected character or settlement. From here you can cycle through all your characters, armies and settlements with the arrows to the side. Open an information scroll for a selected character or settlement by double left-clicking on the related item on the campaign map. Controlling a faction requires more than just a strong sword arm and a treasury full of cash. From here, you can examine the state of your faction, keep track of your heirs, and make policy decisions. If you open this scroll, you can use the tabs you will see at the top to examine information about the Senate, diplomacy, your financial status, and other faction information. This shows the current season and lets you know if you are going to be fighting in summer or winter. This is important when you are fighting in the frozen north or in the arid deserts where bad weather can win or lose a battle. This is the end turn button. When you decide you... It is now a new campaign. Money is essential to build settlements or troops. The circle button on the control panel is where you can see a summary of your empire's income and expenditure for the turn. At the moment, you have no empire, so there's not much to see there, other than the ongoing expense of maintaining your army. From time to time, you will see a small picture slide down the left side of your screen. These are messages detailing important events that have occurred. It is important to read them as and when they appear. You can left-click on a message to open it. Right-click will dismiss it. You might notice a button in the bottom left corner of these scrolls. This will focus your view on the subject of the message. The Senate mission to capture Triarii gives you a chance to earn a reward from the Senate and to gain a settlement which will give you an income. It's the first step towards building an empire and should solve your money problem. To attack or siege a settlement, left-click on the army you want to attack with, and then right-click on the target settlement. Depending on how far you are from Triarii, it may take you more than one turn to get there. If you can't get there in one turn, hit end turn after you have moved, and repeat until you have reached your target.
Prepare for battle!
This scroll contains your options for besieging enemy settlements. Left-click on Show Me How for further details. View the results of this battle in detail by clicking on the Battle Statistics button in the bottom left-hand corner of this scroll. Click on the tick button to continue your campaign.
Victory! This land is Roman!
Now would be a good time to learn how to control the development of your settlements. By selecting and constructing the correct buildings, you can attract more people to tax, create a bigger pool of recruits, and gain access to better units. Left-click on the construction button to begin building improvements in this settlement. To keep this settlement safe and to support your troops, you need to improve Tarquiniai's public order rating and your income. To do this, you must 1. Build a shrine to Jupiter to help keep the population happy. 2. Build better roads to increase trade and troop movement speeds. 3. Build at least 4 units of town watch to act as garrison. Although you will need to spend a few turns clicking the end turn button to achieve this, don't worry. You can spend this time exploring the scrolls and buttons on your control panel. Manual construction can only take place when a governor is present in the settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up buildings for construction. Left-click on a building's picture to add it to the construction queue and again to remove it. You can move buildings in the queue to change construction order by dragging and dropping within the queue. Right-click on a building's picture to view its description. Manual recruitment can only take place when a governor is present in a settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up units for training. Left-click on a unit to add it to the recruitment queue and again to remove it. You can change the order of training by left-clicking and dragging unit icons in the queue. You will not be able to train any units if there are too few men in the settlement to recruit. You have constructed a shrine to Jupiter. This will help increase Tarquiniai's loyalty to Rome. Make sure you upgrade your barracks in order to allow recruitment of units. This will allow you to move existing troops out of Tarquinii and onto more important duties. Well done. You have freed the Tarquinii from tyranny. The Senate of Rome has voted to allow full citizenship to the Tarquinii. You must now develop the settlement and put business in order. This will take less time if you do not enslave or exterminate a settlement. character or army is moving towards their target, you can double their speed with an additional left or right click on the target.
Can't do it, sir! General! General! Orders? Imperator! Sir! Sir! General! General! Orders? Imperator! Imperator! Sir! General! General! Onward!
Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area. Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or settlement. Merge with a friendly army by moving to the same spot. Embark on a fleet at a coast by moving onto it. You have now built. The Senate are impressed with your progress. You must now take the Samnite city of Bovianum in the southeast. The Samnites have insulted the authority and dignity of Rome by supporting the Etruscan tyrant of Tarquinii in his resistance to Rome. They seem to prefer the company of Gauls and Greeks to the honest and upright people of Rome. To move your units out of a city, left-click on the city. Then left-click on the unit or agent in the review panel you wish to move out of the city. Hold down the Control key when selecting more than one unit to be moved. Once you have selected all the required units, right-click on a destination outside the city.
Out of move, sir!
Use backspace to stop the movement of your characters or armies on the campaign map.
Move out! No more moves, sir! March! Out of move, sir!
Use the spacebar to speed up movement of all characters or armies on the campaign map. Press the spacebar again to... You now have all the basics you need to manage a successful faction. Your only limits are your own ability and the whims of fate. You may wish to continue this campaign and steer your faction to dominance in Italy. You should make sure you have a few siege weapons before you try and storm the walls of Bovianum. You already have onagers, but a battering ram will be useful for destroying the gates. These can be built in the siege panel that opens when you attack the city for the first time. You might also want to keep the siege going for a while to demoralize the enemy a little and give you time to build siege equipment. It is important that you move swiftly to repel enemy armies when they invade your territory. If left standing in a region, an army will automatically inflict damage to the surrounding countryside, destroying roads, farms, mines, ports, and natural resources. This will in turn affect trade income and population growth to your settlements.
Sir! Prepare for battle! Settlement under siege, sir! Imperator! General! Onward! No more moves, sir! March! No more moves, sir!
Think carefully before ignoring a mission from the Senate. Everything in Rome has its price, and carrying out missions for the Senate encourages the Senate's goodwill. They will reward those who do their duties.
Sir! Move out! Moves depleted, sir! Imperator! Imperator! Move out! The siege is broken! Out of move, sir! Imperator!
Your settlement has reached its maximum population level. Unless it is upgraded soon, people will start to leave as conditions become cramped and squalor increases. Increased administration is required in order to oversee further improvements and expansion, so begin upgrading to the next settlement level by constructing the next available governor's building.
Sir! Onward! March! Out of move, sir!
The strength of an army is shown on its banner. The more colour on the banner, the more men are present. Any stars next to the army show the command rating of its general.
March! Moves depleted, sir! Move out!
You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn.
March! No more moves, sir!
If you're faced with a heavily fortified enemy, attack or lay siege somewhere they can't ignore and draw them out into the field.
Besieging settlement, sir!
When you capture a settlement, you can deal with your new conquest in 3 ways: occupation, enslavement, or extermination. Occupation puts the population to work for you straight away within the settlement. Enslavement sends half the people from this settlement to other governed settlements to live and work there. Extermination automatically kills 3/4 of the inhabitants. Left-click on my portrait in the scroll to ask for advice on what to build next. At this time, it would be a sound strategy to build stables in this settlement. This is the prerequisite for the recruitment of all cavalry units. The people of Tarentum claim that our recent victories against hostile neighbours are acts of aggression. They have demanded that we withdraw all troops from our captured cities to Rome. Even now, they are raising forces to send against us. We must show these Greek fools that we are not slaves. Crush them.
Well, I just wanted to install this to test it to see if it'll run well on Windows 10, and it does. So there you go. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the video. It's been years and years and years since I've played this. Take care and have a good one.